Hi guys, welcome to Maisha with me, and this is week 3 of our devotion. And the topic is the mind shift. And the past 2 weeks, we've learned several things. We've learned on how to get out of timidity, and if you're not timid, then you're prideful. It's high time to maintain the balance and just remain humble in the Lord and allow God to lead you. And the second week, we learned about how to face our fears, how to face Goliath, and the charge was to just push on, knowing that God is with us, to scale up the walls and to chase an army. But this week is a little bit different because I believe the lessons that you have learned this far in the past 2 weeks, you've implemented them and you've reached a point of where now you are over to the other side of the wall. And still in the thought of the mind shift today, I don't know, I just feel I need to share this because I've been thinking through my life lately, and I realized in my life I have seen many times where I have been given opportunities, and most of those times I have failed to embrace and grow those opportunities, or rather just grab them and run with them. And oftentimes I've viewed those moments as failures in my life. And some are not just grabbing the opportunity, some are procrastinating, are saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next time, I'll do it the other time. While I know for sure in my heart that I need to do this thing now, I need to do this thing later. Even while doing the Maisha with me, I always had this thought in mind that I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it some other time. These are just confessions, so please pray for me. I believe I'm forgiven. That's why I'm doing this today early enough so that this message can be done very quickly so that you can have it with you. But then, as I've been thinking through this, sadly, uh, all these times we have been given many things at our disposal. And one of the best opportunity we've been given is the opportunity of 24 hours, opportunity of time, opportunity of day, because it's a gift God has given unto us. Think about the word gift. What are you doing with your 24 hours? If you're employed, if you're at home, if you're in school, if you're studying, if you're working, running your own business, etc., etc., what is that thing that you do within those 24 hours that count as impact to this world, that count as something that has transformed someone's life or touched someone's life or added value to something or someone? The truth is, oftentimes we take for granted the 24 hours that we've been given. I take for granted 24 hours that I've been given. And since we run in a world of busyness where we don't have time to think and see what is a priority in my life, what is that thing that I've been given that I need to utilize and maximize for the best of the purposes that are bestowed upon my life. The word is gift. A day to you is a gift from God. And I believe you have also been given similar opportunities that I've been given, and than any other person also. Most people have similar opportunities, but the question is, how are you using these opportunities? Because they are gifts to you. Recently, God has been speaking to us as a staff in the church that I work with that we need not to waste the season. We need not to waste the opportunities given unto us. Because in COVID-19 times, people are glued to the social media. And it's the reason as to why you're watching this video right now. It's the reason as to why I also watch Maisha with me. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, because it's a gift to you to learn something. But then I'm reminded of something that in Matthew 25, we hear Jesus giving a parable, and he gives a parable of the talents. But then these talents were in form of money. He speaks of a master who gave money to his 3 servants. The first servant was given 5, the second one was given 2, and the third one was given 1. And we see the master went away into a far journey, I believe, doing business and all those things, traveling and doing all that he can do. And he entrusted gifts to his servants. On coming back, he asked them, where are the gifts? Where are the things? What did you do with that which I gave you? And we see the one that was given 5 talents added 5 more, meaning he had gone and multiplied them. The second one was given 2 talents, and he thought, wait, he added more to this 5, and you're good and faithful servant. Let me add more to you. And he said, wait, let me share mine. Yes, I had 2, you gave me 2, so I added more to these 2, and now I have 4. Okay, yeah, well done, good and faithful servant. But then there is this sad bit of the 4th servant, where he says, I knew you are you are a crude master. I knew you harvest where you harvest where you haven't reaped. I mean, you haven't sown and all those things. If he knew the master was that kind of a person, why did he go ahead and multiply his as well? But instead he chose to bury that 1 talent. That is sad news to me. And most of us, being given these gifts that we've been given, we often bury them and go for that which the world asks us to do. With me, I was so caught up in what made me earn, what made me attract more to myself, but I forgot to multiply the gifts that God has given unto me. The gifts of speaking life, the gifts of touching life, the gifts of leadership that are inside of me that I need to come out. I believe I'm not operating even on a 20% of the gifts that God has given me. But as I confess this, I come with a lot of conviction in my heart that I need to push myself to an extent I'm operating on 100% potential. Not only potential energy, but transformed into kinetic energy, energy in motion, energy working. And the question is, what are you doing with that talent that God has given unto you? Are you multiplying it? When you read this parable, most of the people say it's a parable of faithfulness. But I dare say it's a parable of fruitfulness, because it was out of the fruitfulness that they were added more unto them. Yeah, it takes faithfulness to be fruitful. And so the focus being fruitfulness, what are you being fruitful with? That which God has given unto you. Yeah, I'm saying this with a lot of seriousness, because now we have already gone over the wall. We have already killed Goliath. What lies ahead is us being fruitful, multiplying that that is at our disposal. What are you doing with the gift that God has given unto you? We need to have a mind shift and understand that everything that has been given unto us and to our lives calls us to a place of being fruitful, multiplying, and reaching this world with the opportunities that we have been given. Because this is what happens to someone who's not fruitful. This is what happens to someone who does not use their gift and multiply it. But the master replied, that is Matthew 14, that is Matthew 25, 26, 27, and it says, but the master replied, you wicked and lazy servant. If you knew I harvested crops I didn't plant and gathered crops I didn't cultivate, why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it. The least place he was given was to take it in the bank. Even if it is, I'm even speaking Swahili, even if it is 5% interest, it would have earned something. The least potential he could do is put it in a bank. The question is, what are you doing with the gift that God has given unto you? Is it going to be snatched away from you? And are you going to be thrown into the pit where you will be weeping and gnashing of teeth? Are you going to be that branch that is going to be cut off and trashed and made coal out of it? What are you doing with your gift? What are you doing with the gifts that God has given unto you? Because all of us have been given equal gifts. Call it equity. Some have given 5, 2, 1, according to their ability. That is what the Bible says. So according to that ability that has been given unto you, what are you doing with that gift that God has given unto you? Because I believe now that you've scaled up the wall, now that you're on the other side of transforming your potential into kinetic energy, trust you me, it calls for fruitfulness. It has to happen from the mind. getting out of the comfort zone and being constantly in motion, constantly in motion, constantly in motion, multiplying that which God has given unto you. There is a responsibility over your life. You have to understand that now you've passed your fears, it's time to multiply. Now that you've been entrusted with being faithful, now it's time to transform the faithfulness into fruitfulness for the glory and honor of God. Because when the Master comes, my friends, when the Master comes, you're accountable to the gift that He has given unto you. God bless you, and I love you all. I'm sorry for being serious, but then you need to understand you have to subscribe. Subscribe. Maisha with